Hey. Hold on, bro. The car is tripping. Running out of gas. I told you to fill up.
You were supposed to.
Walk around the neighborhood and wait till they come.
Mosquitoes busting stuff.
You can't always be scared.
Did you see that?
See what?
We gotta go. We gotta go right now.
For what? There's nothing here.
We gotta go.
Oh my God, y'all.
Mom! Oh my God! Alonzo, I told you!
Man, calm down. Get back. What's poppin', Go Fed Gang? It's your big homie Alonzo Richie Banks back again with another video for you guys. And as you can see today, I'm by myself again because we're doing another scary reaction type of video. And them two, Ricky and XJ, is scared of watching scary stuff. Well, XJ not scared, but Ricky don't let him watch it, but she's scared of it. So I'm here by myself for a marathon day. What day is 24? It's the 24th. So we finna get into another video of watch stuff, man. It's crazy, man. We almost done with the marathon. We got a couple more days to go. We'll be done with the Go Fed marathon. It's been crazy, man. Every day of videos every day, man. So man, I just hope y'all stay tuned with us, stay going. We almost done. And hey, at the end of this month, we got a big announcement and surprise for y'all, man. It's just been crazy, but we finna get into this next video. This is the Beware the Song of the Siren / Something Scary. I seen this video. I was just looking up for some stuff to react to, and I seen this, so I'm like, why not? Let's get into it. It's something scary. It's Halloween. Everybody on YouTube is doing Halloween type of stuff, scary stories, telling their own scary story that they went through. So let's get into this. I think this is someone that's telling their own story, and well, let's react to it. Y'all can see what it's about. This is my first time seeing what it's about. I never even heard of this person. Let's see who's the YouTuber. Snarled, I guess. Let's get into it.
Hi awnings, it's your Ate Sapphire. Welcome to Something Scary. If you want to listen to the extended version of this episode, head over to Apple Podcasts by clicking the link in the description below.
Click the link.
Hey, I'm Sapphire. Want to hear something scary? Code Siren. The following is inspired by a true story from Alex, whose father Vasil served in the Bulgarian People's Army in 1982. Vasil was 18 when he was sent for 2 years of military service, starting in 1982. He was dispatched to a border post along the defensive line between Bulgaria and Turkey. His job was border guard, and his main duty was to patrol the electrified border fence.
Hey, when people tell a scary story, it's like
nobody left the country
hand your arms
during
and
a
stuff
time of
sticking up
severe
because you never know where they're going with the
under
video.
the communist
with the story.
His orders were to shoot on sight. No exception.
And she looked kind of scary.
One night, he and his best friend Ivan were patrolling the border as usual.
Like she can be
dog.
like
Ivan was a far
she make
senior
a good
soldier,
actor for scary.
much larger and stronger than Vasil, with a kind of look only veteran soldiers had. He described the night as still and cold, and the moon shone through the clear sky.
Oh, she got the shirt on too with it. That's
There was
dope.
a light breeze that whistled faintly across the open plains between the two borders. All was well and normal, and their routine patrol was near their end. Much like most days, nothing seemed out of the ordinary, and the two men started to make their way back to the camp. They were almost back to base when, all of a sudden, Ivan stopped. He turned his head to the darkness. Do you hear that? Basil stopped
am I
to listen,
listening
and
to
his
the
eyes
sign?
widened as he heard
It
what
says
sounded
beware.
like singing. The two men listened and listened.
I'm
as
trying
the
to see if I'm
singing
supposed to be hearing a sign.
and
I'm trying to see
seemingly
this.
became louder. Basil stood still, yearning to know who was singing so beautifully. Then, their dog started to growl, softly at first, until it started barking furiously as the singing came closer and closer.
Yo,
Ivan
this
grabbed
dope, she got
Basil.
the whole sound effect.
Listen to me
in
very
it.
carefully, he said. I need you to run back to checkpoint B, get on the radio, and call for reinforcements. Tell them code Siren. They'll know what you mean. What? Why? Do as I say. Do you understand? All this over some singing? This isn't the Turks or the Americans. This is much more serious than that. Now go! By this time, the singing had become so loud it was almost unnerving, as if the source was as close as a few meters away. Basil looked around in panic, gripping his rifle in fear and confusion. Basil started to run. He knew that the checkpoint was less than a kilometer away and that he could make it there in a few minutes if he really ran for it. Behind him, he heard the barking and the growling.
I wonder,
of
did
the
she
dog,
come up with this story herself? Like,
into
did she come up with
whimpers
scary
and
stories all by
which
herself?
was followed by bursts
Or is
of
this like an
automatic
old
fire
story
that
that
ripped
she
through the
told?
night air. The fire
Y'all get in the
sustained
comment section, let me
until
know.
he had finally reached the radio at the checkpoint. Checkpoint B to base. Checkpoint B to base. We have a situation here. Code Siren. I repeat, code Siren. Requesting immediate reinforcements. Over. Base to checkpoint B. Reinforcements are inbound. What is your status update? Over. As the response came, the gunfire continued, followed by a scream, as if from a young woman in pain. Basil stood petrified, his hands trembling. I don't know. My comrade is currently engaging. I don't know what's going on. He shouted into the radio, desperately hoping for some help. A cracked response from the radio came. Basil struggled to make out the words as the gunfire continued on in the distance. Then, a man's scream, and the gunfire stopped. Total silence, as the broken message of the radio became nothing but static. Basil began to panic, wondering whether to help Ivan or to wait for reinforcements. He stood there and listened carefully, but nothing, only silence. Then suddenly, the singing. The most beautiful sound he's ever heard in his life.
It is
Basil
dope. Like, she
jumped,
telling her
shouldering
own
his
story. If this
rifle
her own
aiming
story,
into
she
the
made
darkness.
this up. This
Frantically,
dope.
he
That means
aimed
she
his
took a
rifle
lot
in
of time
different
to
directions
create it.
as the
That's
singing
dope.
grew louder and louder.
I want to be able to tell
His breathing
scary
became
stories or
faster
something like
and
that.
disjointed. His heart
I should start
pounded
doing that.
like a drum. The singing came closer and closer.
This would be my inspiration right here.
eardrums
This
into
inspired me to get into doing
nothing.
scary stories. Y'all can have,
Silence
maybe on
again.
one of the days we got
He
left,
looked around
y'all
and
can have a
listened, trying
scary
to see
story
or
from your
hear
boy,
anything he
Richie
could.
Banks.
Then he saw it. A woman with blonde hair that glistened under the moonlight, wearing a white dress, stood no less than 300 meters in front of him. She was unbelievably beautiful. Basil flinched, bending down on one knee and aiming his rifle. The woman remained still, evidently not fazed by his threats. Hey, you! Stop there or I'll shoot! No response. He wondered, why would she be here? By herself, on the border? Was she a spy? Or a defector? Maybe I should go over there and talk to her. No! He re-aimed his rifle. Her eyes glowed in the shadows like a cat's in the night. The eerie yellow hue was both terrifying and alluring. Maybe she needs my help. No! He shouted at her. Last chance! You surrender or you die! Again, no response. He opened fire. A full magazine later, and the woman was lying on the floor, dead. He went to examine the corpse just as reinforcements turned up. But when he got up close, there was no body. No blood trails, no drag marks, nothing. Where did she go? Neither Ivan's nor the dog's bodies were ever found, either. What was found were bullet casings and Ivan's rifle left in the mud. The next morning, Basil told his mother about what had happened. She gave him a tight hug. Do you realize how much danger you were in? You encountered a Samodiva. According to his mother, they are ancient Bulgarian nymphs that seduce men with their enticing singing voices. Once they lock them in a trance, they take them away as slaves and torture them to death.
Oh,
Had
snap.
it not been for Ivan, you would not have lived to tell this tale. I'm so happy you're safe. Do you want more Something Scary? You can listen to the extended version of this episode over at Apple Podcasts.
Hey, I'm gonna have to go check out the extended version, bro.
Like and share this video if it gave you the chills. And don't forget to subscribe to Snarled and turn on the bell for notifications.
Hit that like button for her one time. Hey man, y'all go hit that like button for her. Go check it, the original video out. I ain't gonna lie, it did give me chills, bro, just thinking about that, because it was going, oh man, they cut it right, the good part. That make you want more and more, because she said, if you didn't, I think if he didn't shoot her, she would have took him away and she would have tortured him and he would have been a slave, bro. Oh man, it was getting good, bro. I gotta go check that extended version out. Y'all go check it out too. Make sure y'all get in the comments section. Let me know what y'all thought about my reaction. Did I do a good job to give her a reaction? Go tell her about the GoFed family. We did a reaction for her. Go tell her. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff to your friends, to your mom, to your teacher, to your dad. Tell everybody about the GoFed game. But I ain't gonna lie, man. This was a good little short story. It's something scary for Halloween, you know. It's a lot of people that be into Halloween. Halloween, what it used to be back in my days, you know. We used to be doing crazy stuff. I don't know what people do. Man, y'all get in the comment section. Let me know what is there to do for Halloween, or what other videos we can do for the, you know, the remaining days that we have left of October for the marathon. Let us know, man. We about it. I like this video. GoFed Games, that time. GoFed Game. Be breezy.